Hello everybody, today I'm bringing you a review of another flashlight. It is made by NICRON and this is the box that it comes in. And it's nice and plain and simple, and I like that because that means that they're passing a lot of savings on to us by not having such a fancy box or packaging to send you the flashlight. This is what the actual flashlight looks like. It's nice and made out of aluminum. Already comes installed with the wrist strap, which is really nice. On the back is the button to turn it on and off. Very nice tactile click and feel to it. And instead of having your typical type of knurling on it, as you can see, it's a nice little square cut on the body. And it is zoomable. It's a simple push-pull type zoom. Very smooth action on it too. It's not rough or anything. I'm going to put this up a little bit closer to my lapel mic just so you can hear how smooth it is, because it doesn't make any noise. The only clicking you're hearing is when it's reaching the full extent of the zoom and when I push it back in. Not sure if you heard it, but I did it anyway. And of course it's a single LED. That's kind of a look at it. And once you unscrew it, you'll notice that there's this little orange piece on the inside. That's an adapter, so you can use a regular AA battery inside here. And one thing I do like how they did with this is, if you notice, they have the plus and minus on the adapter, so you won't put the battery in backwards. It does take an 18650 battery like I have here. Just simply put it in, screw it back on, and of course if I wasn't making this video, this would have went a lot quicker to go on. And there you go, and there it is zoomed in. Okay, let me get the flashing off because I didn't put a warning up on that. And like I said, that was my 18650 battery. See, 18650 battery. If my camera will decide to come in and focus, right? And with this adapter that I am putting in there, I'm going to put a Duracell in there and put it back on. And of course it's not going to be as bright with the AA battery as a 18650, because it is quite a bit of difference of voltage there. You got to keep that in mind. With your typical AA battery, you're only getting 1.5 volts out of that. With an 18650 battery, you're getting, what, 3.7 volts? So you're getting a higher power rating out of the 18650 battery. More on that in a moment. The other good thing about having this little adapter in here as well is, well, you can actually use a 14500 rechargeable battery in there as well. And yes, since this is a lithium-ion battery, you're going to get that higher voltage out of it and, higher power out of it. Not as long as the runtime, because 14500 batteries have around 700 milliamp hours, maybe slightly more than that. But 18650 batteries can have anywhere from, what is it, I believe it's 2,000 to, what was this one, maybe 3,000 milliamp hours, some give or take. That's a very general and broad statement. So you are going to get a longer runtime out of the 18650 battery than you would even the regular AA battery or the 14500 battery. Okay, now this is an IPX4 water resistant flashlight, which means yes, you can use it anywhere from a light rain to maybe a pretty good, rain, steady rain. but I definitely would not submerge this light. Okay, now with an 18650 battery on high, you get about 4 hours of runtime. Now, of course, that does depend on the last time you charged the battery. If you just even turned it on real quick and turned it off, because that uses electricity, you know, the power reserve, and how long that battery's been sitting around. So you may not get exactly 4 hours, but you'll get up to that. When it's running on the AA battery, you get about 3 hours. Same goes with that AA battery. Now remember, if those batteries have been sitting around for a while, the charge does deplete even from a regular standard sized battery. So you got to keep that in mind. But in my testing, I made sure I charged up my 18650 battery. I let it sit, you know, just all by itself off to the side for about a week. Popped it in the flashlight, turned it on high and let it run. I did get extremely close to the 4 hours. It was something like 3 hours, 50 minutes, something like that I got. But like I said, it was only with the battery being fully charged and only sitting for about a week. The AA battery, brand new, out of the package. Same thing, it was, you know, I got close to the 3 hours time. I think it was actually like maybe about 3 hours 40, 3 hours 45 minutes run time. So that's not bad at all. I kind of forgot to run the test on the 14500 battery, but I'm betting you're probably going to get around the 3 hour time, maybe a little less than that. So, all right, now what I'm going to do is once it gets dark outside, I'm going to show you this first with the 18650 battery. I'm going to go through all the modes, and as I'm showing you the modes, I'm going to put, you know, high, and then I'm going to put the number of the lumens down there. And then I'm going to show you with just the AA battery. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put like high and then give you the lumen rating. I'm not going to do the 14500 because those will be pretty much the exact same as the 18650 battery. The only difference will be in run time. Now, one thing I do want to mention before I stop and go to the testing mode is the throw distance. NICRON claims you get, now this will have to obviously be on the zoomed in, or basically the spotlight, a 90 meter distance with the 18650 battery. And with the AA battery, you're going to get 40 meters of throw, okay? Now, you also get a 1-year warranty from NICRON as well. All that's explained in the directions or instructions that you get with the flashlight. All right, once again, once it gets dark outside, we'll take you out, show you this in action.